beautiful building, which was the third building built in the newly formed Research Triangle Park, has served the association headquarters since its dedication on April 24th, 1964. Joining us today to celebrate the center's 50 years is Bob Giolis, President and CEO of the Research Triangle Foundation of North Carolina, who will share his thoughts of the history and future of Research Triangle Park. Bob Giolis joined the Research Triangle Foundation in November 2011 and coordinates initiatives and efforts to ensure the park remains at the forefront of technology and applied science. Bob brings more than 20 years of experience to RTP, has a proven track record of leveraging world-class education, research, and business activities. Prior to being named president and CEO of the foundation, Bob most recently served as executive director of the Clemson University International Center for Automotive Research and associate vice president for economic development at Clemson. In his earlier career, Bob led NC State University's Centennial Campus and the Centennial Biomedical Campus. Please join me in welcoming Bob.
Thank you. Well, thank you all. What a beautiful night here in your Research Triangle Park. First of all, I had to say, 50 years, that sounds like a long time, except I turned 50 this year, and so it doesn't seem that long ago. And I'm looking forward to the next 50 years of AATCC and the Research Triangle Park. We have a remarkable history together. The Research Triangle Park was built at a time when North Carolina was at the bottom of the rankings. We were 49th out of the 50 states here in the United States. And we needed something big. We needed a bold bet, something that would help lift up North Carolina and provide hope and promise to our people, provide a new path forward for our state. And so a group of business leaders, along with political leaders and university leaders, decided to do something no one had ever done before. Now imagine this, 49 out of the 50 states, and we announced that we're going to build the largest research park in the world in a scrub pine forest among 3 good universities. Now we had our challenges. It didn't take off right away. It took friends and partners and investors like AATCC to come in and make an important statement. A statement that they had confidence in North Carolina, that they believed in its people, that they believed in the future of what this great state could do, and that an idea as big and as bold and dynamic as Research Triangle Park could take off and prosper. And sure enough, it did. It changed everything about our state. It changed our destiny of who we are and what we can be. I know this as a personal story. When I was a young boy in the 1970s, my father was a working class electrician, repaired refrigerators and fixed TVs back in the day when you called somebody and they came to your house and fixed your television set. Some of you will remember that. But we were a working class family, and he used to drive out here. The only thing we had of value was a 1965 Ford Mustang, black with red interior. And he would drive us out here on the weekends, and we'd drive around this park. Who knows, I probably watched this building at that time. But my father believed that there was something special about this place, and that it could change the opportunities for our family, and it did. He later would become a salesman for Motorola and sell pagers. We'd buy a house, live in a suburb with people from exotic places like Schenectady, New York, and Poughkeepsie, and all the folks from IBM. Well, it gave all of us that grew up at that time a great sense of what North Carolina could be and the promise that it could bring to all of us. Now we're at a different stage and a different time, but we have great challenges ahead of us. There's enormous global competition for projects like Research Triangle Park today, and so we're making bold new initiatives to reimagine your Research Triangle Park, to redevelop it, and to reconnect it. We're in the midst right now of a site plan, a master plan, that will bring for the first time to the park residential, retail, new kinds of spaces for entertainment, ways to bring creative and dynamic people together in a much more collaborative way, to design something that is truly special and authentic for North Carolina, an inspiring place that will tell the great stories of what has happened here in the park and the ways in which it has not only changed North Carolina, but the way the products and innovations that have come out of buildings like this have changed technologies and innovations all around the world. And we want to make it as accessible and as affordable as possible for new idea creation. I like to tell people, you know, we're 7,000 acres. We're half the size of the island of Manhattan, and you can't buy a Starbucks latte anywhere in Research Triangle Park. Some people like that, I understand. Doesn't have to be Starbucks. It could be any kind of coffee. The truth is we need those kind of amenities and services, and we're planning those for the park. But more importantly, everything we do in this redevelopment is about reconnecting with our valuable partners like AATCC so we can plan for the next 50 to 100 years together, continuing to provide great services and service to our universities and to the people of the state of North Carolina, and continue to be a great innovation model for our country. And finally, we're in the reimagining phase. All that we talk about building is terrific. It's fun, it's exciting, it's going to be a dynamic new opportunity. But we also need to be thinking bigger than that. We need to be reimagining what we can do, all of us, AATCC, the Research Triangle Park, our friends at IBM, our friends at Glaxo, the over 60-some companies in Research Triangle Park who are 20 employees or less. All of us need to be thinking, what are the big ideas that we can do that will reshape and provide a new destiny, an even broader and more exciting destiny to all the young people out there who might be driving through this park and wondering, what's the future for me? This is a very exciting time in your Research Triangle Park. It belongs to you. It's built for the people of this state. And we look forward at the foundation to working with AATCC and developing an exciting new plan that will continue to serve our state, our people, and our future. So thank you all very much. Congratulations on your great 50-year achievement.
Thank you, Bob. We enjoyed hearing about the history and vision for Research Triangle Park and all that it's done for North Carolina. Now I'd like to introduce Mr. Milton Small III of Small Kane Colleague Architects, whose company designed the AATCC Tech Center. Milton officially joined the firm in 1972, but some of his earliest recollections are those of being at the firm as a young child with his father, the late Milton Small Jr., who founded the firm in 1949. Milton brings a wealth of design expertise to Small Kane Colleague clients in the corporate, healthcare, and education markets. He takes an active role in the community, the design profession, and in each Small Kane Colleague project. Most recently, he has provided architectural design services for the new NC State Veterinary Medical Center. Please join me in welcoming Milton.
Thank you, Peter. I just want to thank everybody for inviting us to participate in this great event. This is quite unusual. My dad would be so proud to see you all here at this building, occupying a building for 50 years that we've done. You are our longest client ever. Back in the early days when we started, there was a program. I went back and did a little research, and the building program called for, quote, a building which would be a visible physical image of AATC's national and international reputation for technical and scientific excellence in their field. I think that has happened. Dad believed that buildings were timeless, adaptable, and functional. He also believed that the building this building had to capture the imagination of the members and at the same time provide efficient and effective working space for the staff. This building has won many architectural awards, and I think it truly was one of my dad's favorite buildings. It has stood the test of time functionally, with its wraparound porch. It is way ahead of its time with sun control and temperature control for the people inside the building. And what's really, really nice is every time I walk in the building, it looks like it's brand new. You all take such fabulous care for it. I mean, it's just stunning. It's better than most of our new buildings after a year. We do have a few new code issues that we're going to be dealing with over the next couple of years, but I'm pretty confident that we can solve them without compromising the beauty and functionality of the building. I was going to look around. I didn't know whether my partner Neil Connolly had arrived or not, but he's been working with you all for the last several years, and hopefully we will continue. I hope you go for another 50 years. I'm not going to make it that long, but we'll be available. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Milton. It's not often that we learn about a building's creation 50 years after it had been built. So thank you for sharing your history of the Tech Center with us. I'd also like to add that this Tech Center building won an award of merit from the North Carolina chapter of the American Institute of Architects in 1965. So again, thank you, Bob and Milton, for being with us this evening to take this down memory lane. It goes without saying that the beauty of this building has withstood the test of time. In fact, today it still continues to attract attention. Periodically, we have an unexpected visitor who pulls up to the building, camera in hand. International visitors are thoroughly fascinated with our building. Nestled in its copse of trees, these windows have afforded visiting staff a view of the beautiful landscape as it has matured around the building. And amidst the daily hustle and bustle of work, the views have brought rest to the eyes and peace to Jack's heart. So thank you all for joining us for the 50th anniversary of this beautiful building. We invite you to help yourself to a delicious barbecue menu catered by Allen & Sons from Pittsburgh. And I've been told that there are vegan options available. I didn't know there was vegan pigs, but I guess. After your meal, please be sure to go into the Tech Center for coffee and dessert in our library, and enjoy your dessert in the council room while watching a slideshow about the dedication ceremony that took place on this site on April 24, 1960. And be sure to see the display cases, both upstairs and downstairs, filled with more information on the building dedication. This celebration will end at 7:30. At that time, the Executive Committee on Research will meet in the AATCC Technical Center Council Room. If you came to the Tech Center from the Doubletree Inn on the shuttle will take you back to the hotel. Now, personally, I would like to thank Jack and his wonderful staff for putting all this together. I think they deserve a big hand. Thank you for coming tonight, and enjoy the evening.